My wife and I lived through the Summer of Love in Los Angeles. It's part of the reason why we're up here now. We saw how firsthand a day can go from beautiful like this and just a normal day to chaos. There's some things we learned in the midst of that I'd love to share with you now with the chaotic situation going on. Feel free to share this with anybody that may be in some of these cities. The first thing I would say is stay calm. Do not panic. Panic is only going to make the situation worse. You got to keep a level head. And if you got people around you that do panic, you need to calm them down. You need to tell them to be quiet, and you need to take hold of the situation with a level head. If you're in your car, the first thing you need to do is you need to turn off your collision avoidance systems. There's all sorts of cones and pallets and crap that's going to be in the road. And those systems are going to keep your car from going forward. You're going to come up to them, you're going to try and drive through them, and it's going to slam on the brakes. So you got to get into your settings, get into your vehicle, if it's a newer car, and figure out how to turn those off. Now, when it comes to your car, there's a couple of items that I would have in that vehicle as well. The first one is I'd have a big fire extinguisher. Some people will tell you to grab mace or bear spray, and that's fine, you can. But the second you turn bear spray or mace at one of the people that are out there protesting or looting, you're going to be seen as the enemy. And that's the last thing that you want. That crowd mentality is going to take over, and it's going to be a bad day. A fire extinguisher people aren't going to blink at twice. And if you need people to clear out, maybe around your vehicle, around you, fire this off and people are going to bounce out of the way, at least for a few seconds, so that you can make your escape or be able to clear this situation or figure it out. It's not only going to be helpful in that situation, it's going to also help you to put out any fires that you may come across that you have to put out. There may be more fires and things you don't have to stop for, but if you have to, you're going to be able to use this in a fire situation and also to disperse crowds, to get people out of there, using it in the same way that you would use one of those tools like mace or bear spray. The next thing I'd throw in my car, I'd throw some sort of official looking vest. If you got to get out of your car, you've hopefully found yourself in this situation not because you went there on purpose, but because it's an accident, you're going through your normal day and you happen to turn onto the wrong street, or your number came up and you happen to be in the middle of this craziness. If you got to ditch your car, you want to blend into the crowd. You just want to get out of the situation, blend into it, and be on your way and get to safety. Throwing on a vest, have one for yourself, have one for if you have a wife or your kids, throw them in the car. Because you're going to want to put these on because people aren't going to think twice about somebody walking around in a vest. If you got a bike helmet, throw that in there too and put that on, or a climbing helmet. Anything to be able to help you to blend into the crowd, for people to not think twice about you as you keep your head down and try and get to safety. The next thing I'd throw into my car is a first aid kit, and not just a boo-boo kit. I'd throw something in there that could stop big bleeding. Because with all sorts of maybe the windows on your car got broken out. Maybe glass, you came across glass and got cut pretty good. You're going to need some quick clot, maybe an Israeli bandage, and I would definitely have a tourniquet. I like cat tourniquets. If you got small kids, rat tourniquets are good. If you don't have a tourniquet, just throw a flexible type belt into your car. Maybe a canvas belt or a braided belt. Something that you can use to stop major bleeding. Because with people all over the streets, with chaos, you're not going to be able to get the help probably as quickly as you anticipate or as quickly as you normally would. So you're going to have to be able to take care of yourself. The last thing I'd throw in my car is I'd throw some water, and I would throw some rags. Because if you come in contact with pepper spray, it's going to suck. You just want to get out of the situation. And if you can use those rags, use that water to at least be able to clear up your vision enough to be able to get out of it, whether it be on foot or it be in your vehicle, that's going to be unbelievably helpful. Keep a calm head. Do not fear. It's easier said from here than it is in the midst of that. And stay calm and remove yourself from the situation. Don't forget, in the midst of these crazy times, what Benjamin Franklin said. He said, do not give up your liberty for safety. He said, someone who's willing to give up their liberty for temporary safety will soon find themselves without either. So in these trying times, take the steps that are necessary to be able to take care of your family, take care of yourself, and then trust God in the midst of it. If you think somebody else might need these tips, go ahead and share it with them. Stay calm. God's good.